Nirbhaya is a Hindi word for fearless and is also the name of a theatrical stage play by Yael Farber based on the 2012 Delhi gang rape, which claimed the life of an innocent young girl, sparked an outrage globally, and affected the lives of millions. The gang rape incident in Delhi may have been the catalyst to the creation of internationally acclaimed and award-winning playwright Yael Farber's searing story, Nirbhaya. But the story doesn't start and end there. Farber brings a blistering portrayal of that terrible night and the ripples of change it set in motion, and which is brought to life on stage with an extraordinary cast, whose performances are based off their real-life harrowing experiences of a similar nature.
The thing about Nirbhaya is that it's a deeply, deeply hopeful play. After the gang rape, as a nation and as an individual, I didn't know how to go forward. What something so brutal which made all of us question humanity. How could someone do that to someone else? It was a very dark time for each of us, and we wanted to create a play that doesn't necessarily show the way forward, but inspires each audience member to get out of their seat at the end and change something about the way they think, the way they act, the way they do. Sexual violence is an epidemic. This play isn't a showcase of what happened that night on December 16th. It isn't a showcase for you to see the stories that happened to each of us. It's so that you understand that each person is responsible for changing and for unraveling this fabric of rape culture that we live in.
First thing, I'm not sharing my story first time in this stage. Before this is I share my story with the media and the FM also, and sometimes TV, one or two interviews also. I'm sharing here my story because I need awareness from the society. I don't want it to see any more acid attack, any more burn survival, or any type of victim of violence or something like that. So I'm sharing because of only that, and it hurts. It's not easy to share every day with full of emotions, and I'm not an actor. In this play I start my performing career because of Yael's guidance and her direction. So it's very hard to me compared to my friends in my play members. So I'm doing this again and again because, as simple as I told you, I need awareness.
I keep whispering under my breath like a mother as she fights for her life.
Get the fuck out of there! Get up, girl! It's what we do! We carry on!
You are the only man in this show, which I think is very important to discuss here, because the conversation around gender inequality and women's rights is incomplete without the participation of men. And so the fact that the two of us, two men, are standing here and talking about this is actually very important. How do you think the play addresses these situations through such a harrowing story on stage?
It's not just about the reenactment of what transpired on the bus. I know we have the audacity to try and attempt it,
yes,
but it kind of prompted the conversation and brought a bunch of people from really different places together. And our director showed us this amazing quote that I read on a wall in Vancouver, that you should never doubt that a small bunch of sensitive people can change the world. I really think it's true. It's just about a true, sincere attempt to try and address why we have these issues in our times.
You've had a very eclectic body of work, but I was reading that you liked being part of projects that were meaningful and progressive, and Nirbhaya definitely fits into that. Tell me, what was the defining factor for you to be a part of this play?
I can't really say that I chose it as opposed to it choosing me, because quite honestly, it's a very spiritual story. When I express myself every single time, I can't believe that it actually happened the way it did. So after Jyoti Singh Pandey died, I literally had a breakdown. It was predominantly post-traumatic disorder of something that I had to break my silence. So for the first time in 25 years, I went up to my partner and I said that something happened to me and something was more than just molestation.
I've also been a survivor of sexual violence myself, and I know the act of breaking the silence, no matter how comfortable you may get with it at some point, it involves a lot of discomfort all the time. How do you balance that?
every day is a different day. Today I significantly can say I'm very comfortable in the discomfort. I am not worried about being vulnerable, because as an artist, I think it's a pure gift for me to be vulnerable and not termed as being weak. And because I think people can resonate with me as an individual and as an artist in my skillful best.
Be sure to stay tuned for more exclusive access to what's hot and happening from behind the velvet rope. And if you get a chance to experience the story of Nirbhaya on stage, please do connect with us and tell us what you think.